Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky194, and I just say thanks for stopping in, checking out my video. And we are here at Silverstone with the Porsche 911 GT3R, and I just updated a setup for it, a race setup I should say. So let's do a couple laps, and then I'll show everyone the setup. Of course, this is the hardest part to get right, is through these S's here. I mean, it's hard because you want the car to be able to rotate but not over rotate, and get that swinging thing going. So you want the rear end to stay behind the car, but yet you need it to also move, rotate. So it's kind of like, you want your cake and eat it too. But you always, it's trying to find that balance of where it'll rotate but not over rotate. And here, of course, you just, going in deep. It's real bumpy here. So, again, you get a lot of bumps in the braking zone. Probably from, high-powered cars, Formula One cars and stuff. Here, just cutting it in here nice and tight. Here, I mean, it's so tough because you want to be really close to those big sausages, but if you hit them, it really upsets the car. My favorite sections right here, like that. I hit the sausage, so that cost me a little bit. That was a 159.54. Of course, I have 59 liters right now. I started with 70. I messed up there, kind of got too aggressive. But at least it didn't wreck the car, so it can take some of the bumps. That was a 159.76. So a couple tenths off, my fast lap. That one mistake through here probably did it. But again, you want it to go through here, and you want the car to rotate, but you don't want it to get that sliding back and forth, because then you won't be able to catch it. So it's a real balancing act. love the livery on this car because I have the model of this car in one of my reviews that did about a month ago or so. I hope they make some more liveries of it. I wouldn't mind buying maybe one more. Porsche is such a great car to drive. I have so much fun with that car. Again, it's one of those cars that really, if you drive it right and the setup is good on it, it's really competitive at every track. I mean, it's I don't think there's really I'm not saying it might be the top dog or the fastest car, but it's going to be competitive. See, that was a 159.58, so almost to where my fast lap was. So 159.54, 159.76, and a 159.58. So really happy with that. Let's go take a look at the setup, and we'll jump over here in case I forget. I mean, I had 70 liters when starting off. So again, I mean, almost enough to do a 45-minute race. You probably need about 80 to do a 45-minute race, or 82 or something like that, but almost enough to do a 45-minute race. That's the tires that was on it the last time. You can see the rear's wearing just a teeny bit faster than the front, but that's not that bad. And I mean, they're nothing on them, no graining or blistering or anything. So they're really good wear. So just some adjustments. That's when I was first messing with it. You got some light graining on there, but not any of these other ones. The tires, I had 25.9 left front, 25.5 left rear, 27.1 right front, and 26.8 right rear. And of course, tires are always subject to temperature. So I always do mine for between 24 and 26 or somewhere in that range, mid-20s for ambient and track temperature. The toe is negative 0.05 on the front, and the camber is negative 3.2, and the caster is 11. And on the rear, the toe is 0.1, and the camber is negative 2.5. Electronics, I had 3, 5, and 3. Of course, I already showed the fuel. Mechanical, I had 5 on the anti-roll bar, 57 on the brake bias, which I like to leave for a tuning tool, so I try to find a good balance there. So let's say you can go, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and maybe the car starts to understeer some. All you got to do is dial this down to 56 or maybe 55, and it's really going to help make the car rotate. That's one thing I really like about the Porsche, that you can make those adjustments on the fly and get the car to help rotate some more, and it just makes a big difference and gets the car to be better balanced as the fuel comes off. So, of course, the steering ratio is turned all the way down. The wheel rate, or the springs in the front, is 127,000 with a bump stop rate of 1,100 and a bump stop range of 1. On the rear, the springs 174,500 with a bump stop rate of 600 and a bump stop range of 10. The anti-roll bar is 4, and the preload on the diff is 60. The shocks are 8, 6, 11, and 12. And 8, 6, 11, and 12. So they're all the same. No, that's 8. No, that's wrong. That should have been 11 over here. So it's 8, 6, 11, 12, and 8, 6, 11, 12. Aero, I have 57 ride height on the front and 76 on the rear, with a 3 splitter on the front and a 7 rear wing, and a 4 and a 3 and a brake ducts. And of course, just like the tires, brake ducts are always subject to temperature. That's just really about what you leave it at, unless it's really cold, and I go down 1 or 2. The front aero variation is 3.0 to the positive, And of course, just like I always do, like I talked about, the temperature, track's optimum, and the wind is very light, which I always try to keep it. So to try to keep the uh, doing the setups in the same temperature area, so that way you can kind of compare them. And because obviously, if you had a super high wind, it could definitely change the handling of the car, or just like temperatures. If you have super hot track, it could definitely change the grip level. So all those things all make a difference. So I try to find a middle ground and do it for all the cars that way. Um, I will put a link of this setup, of course, in the description, and any feedback or comments are welcome. And I sure hope you enjoy it and it works well for you. And please hit the thumbs up, and it really helps with the YouTube stuff to get the channel known around where they suggest it and all that to other people that like sim racing or ACC. I really would appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It really would help out the channel, and I really appreciate the support. And I hope you come back and visit really soon. Y'all take care. See ya.